companions, my parents had like a little shindig at their house yesterday, and it was like just family, food, laughter, music. We had a good time. Um, and my grandmother, who is just like to us, of course, I think everyone brags on their grandmother's cooking, but do feel like my grandmother is the best cook. You want to tell them about the cake? What? Is it any more left, by the way?
Um, well, we hid is like there were like three pieces left, but we hid them so that you
Oh,
guys couldn't take.
not hiding it.
Isn't that sad? Like we had to hide food. We're like, no, they're not getting this cake. And the reason being is because you guys live close to one another and you can get that cake anytime you want. And we can't.
This is
So
true, but
that's why. But anyway, go ahead. You want to tell them?
no, I want you to tell him this is true, but I think this is probably the first time she made that cake particularly. That's why we were so
Okay.
hungry to try
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
But yeah, you could tell him about it.
Okay. All right. So, as we said, my mom is like the best cook, the best chef. She's a great baker. She makes things from scratch, which
Hmm.
we're all just amazed by because none of us do that. So, she's the matriarch. She does it all. And so she made a cake, and usually this cake that she makes is called my millennial calls it the Jesus cake because she's like that cake is so good, like Jesus somehow had to be involved with it. So we call it the Jesus cake. So she brings this cake down, and I'm like, "Oh, is that the Jesus cake?" She's like, "No, I didn't have time to make the Jesus cake." She's like, "But this is a disciple." So I'm like, "A disciple?" So I said, "Well, which disciple is it?" She's like, "It's Peter." So we had Peter disciple cake, and it was phenomenal. It was so good that we had to hide like the last three slices because I was like, you know how people come to a cookout and they take plates home and all that. And my husband and I were like, they can't have this cake. So we like took the last three pieces, cut them up, and we hid them. So everybody thought the cake was done when we have three pieces left. Sorry, not sorry.